Well, in terms of sensitivity, I would say probably not. If there is a slowdown, it might just be a level of fatigue, and also that things have shifted or changed in terms of what's actually going on in Gaza. But that doesn't really stop them either. The ceasefire didn't particularly quell that wave of anti-Semitism and protest that's been going on. And in fact, Sir Stephen Watson, the Chief Constable of Greater Manchester Police, said yesterday at a public event that he was aware that there were people in Manchester celebrating the Bondi attack after it happened. And this just shows that there is an awareness among the police forces, especially at the top, that there are some very troubling people in the nation, very troubling people showing things like celebration of the slaughter of Jews in Australia publicly. That's really what lies at the heart of all this. It's whether or not the genie can be put back in the bottle. Having been allowed to go out on the streets and show such hatred, such unbridled, unveiled hatred against Jewish people, against the Jewish state, against Israel, many are saying that those actors within British society are just not going to go away quietly now simply because of a change in policy of a couple of police forces who've said that they're going to finally arrest people for calling for Intifada. Intifada, of course, being literally waves of violence and terrorism that Israel went through, which killed over 1,000 people within the state of Israel over the years that lasted. And indeed, Intifada leading eventually to the October the 7th massacre, the October the 7th invasion in southern Israel. So the idea that this sort of speech, that these sort of protests, that these sort of actions could eventually lead to more terrorist incidents like Manchester, like Bondi, and that those terrorist incidents could eventually lead to some sort of mass high-scale attack like on October the 7th isn't one really that's out of some people's minds, including some decision makers. And yet it's still a controversial topic and one that police and politicians seem very reluctant to crack down on properly.